What's up, guys? Just gonna give you a little update here at the shop. Don't pay a whole lot of attention to it because it's a disaster in here right now. But I did get the motor out of the Tiburon and the transmission. I'm gonna make my goal for the first several months of the new year is get me a pad poured and a lift put up. Because inside the shop it's not tall enough for a lift. It's only like 8-foot ceilings, I think, something of that nature. But we're going to try to make that our goal, get us a lift, because a lot of this stuff would save a lot of time on what we're doing. But just want to get on here, give an update on what we got going on. There's the motor out of the Tiburon. It cleaned up pretty good. She was pretty filthy from setting. Still not perfect, but it's clean enough to work on. Gonna paint the valve covers, clean it up. Gotta do the timing belt and water pump. And the one kit I found comes with a new oil pump, so may end up putting one of those in it. Not real sure yet. Transmission back there, it cleaned up fairly well. The white car here, that's a customer's car coming in for, I believe, struts all the way around it and brakes. I think that's what we got to do with that one. And we just finished up a Nissan Juke. You can't really see it, but it is right up there behind it. It didn't need a whole lot, but, it was a few things. Oh, and the Ford grill. Got to get that painted for a friend. His truck's white and that grill's green. He busted his, so we got that one to replace it. Gonna try getting it painted for him this week, hopefully. Was trying to do it this weekend, but things don't always go as planned. And that's where we're at right now. So I think our main priority here is to add on a pad beside the shop. And I'm gonna do at least a 4-post lift. I think it would be easier. We're going to try to figure out what would be the easiest way to configure it to where it makes everything easy for us to work on the outside from where we're at. I'm wanting to fix it to where if I decide to cover it, I can do that. But we'll have to see how that goes. We're still in planning stages on that stuff. We got to sit down, figure out what it's going to cost. Because it's going to have some dirt work and stuff like that. But yeah, that's where we're at, and I think that's going to be our goal for sure, is to get us a lift. And it would just make life so much easier here. We'd be able to do a little more and take on a little more. Right now we kind of only take on what we can do because we don't have a lift. But yeah, I think that's definitely got to be priority. But just want to get on here and give an update. Did get the motor out of the Tiburon. And with that being said, you know how things snowball. It's just supposed to be, it just needs a timing belt. Or it just needed a clutch to begin with. Then it snowballed into, let's just go ahead and put a timing belt in it. Well, the more I think about it, this engine, I'm just going to go through, put new gaskets on it, get the timing belt, water pump, all that stuff done. But there is one thing I might do if I can come up with the funds in time. We may bottle feed this car. Because I do have a spare engine. So, I've been looking at the intake. And it would be pretty simple to put a bottle on this car. But like I said, I got the other engine. I could build it and have it on standby. Which, it's still going to be a daily, so I'm going to be spraying it all the time. But, just for fun, You can't leave it. You can't leave everything alone. But I figure I'll do that, and then once I get that car finished, then we can work on the Sonoma. And the Sonoma is going to be a long-term project because I'm wanting to build a Pro Touring truck. So, get all that going, get that started, and let's see. I did run the numbers on the block in that car. or car, in that truck. And it's according to the numbers on it, that engine could have come out in a 92 Camaro or Firebird. There was some year models with trucks, and that same block come out either 2-bolt or 4-bolt main. So once I get the engine out, pull the oil pan off of it, we'll know that for sure. But I think somebody spent a little time on that, or spent some money on that engine. I think at one point in time it probably had a cam in it. I don't think it does now. I think maybe they pulled it and put a stock cam in it when they decided to get rid of it. Because it's got dual valve springs, run a scope in the cylinders, and you can still see the cross hatching, but it almost looks like it might have been bored. I know you can't really tell that by looking at it. So I think when I pull it out, I'm going to pull the heads, because I'd like to know if it's had any valve work done and measure the bore size and go from there. But that's what we got coming up. It's slow progress. Like I said, me and my brother, we work full-time jobs too, so we get out here when we can. He's out here more than me, because he has every other week he gets every other weekend off, and then every other week he has days off during the week. So he's out here a little more than me. I'm going to try to shoot more videos, more content. I really need to get me probably a GoPro that I can set up and maybe do some time lapses with. I try to do that stuff with my phone, but keep getting messages and phone calls and stuff, because I use this number for my business too. So eventually, it'll get better. But we're just here having fun, growing a business, see where it goes. But anyway, you guys have a good one. We'll see you on the next one.